for listeners, and this is something I come back to on this podcast a lot, it's my mantra, one of my mantras in life, you know, like Nike nailed it in the 80s whenever they fucking copyrighted it, but literally that just do it. That applies, that's applicable to everything, you know, like, because as time's passing by, you know, and it's not on every occasion, you don't just do everything, because you'll find yourself in all sorts of pickles, but, you know, when you get that creeping little voice in your mind when you kind of want to do something, but you're kind of justifying reasons why, oh, you know, I'm too old, or I'm, you know, that's not me anymore, or whatever, and often these things are exercises of release. I think and that's probably what I was getting at with you with the music, is like, don't make another band and go through all the shit, but like keep getting it out, you know, keep writing that shit on the paper, because it's coming out of you, and that half an hour, that 45 minutes that you get lost on the guitar, and maybe something comes out of it, maybe you get a verse and a bridge, maybe, or what, but whatever, you've had that 45 minutes when you left this noise.
Well, and it's invaluable, absolutely invaluable. However you find the piece to go and do something like that, whether it's camping or whether it's writing songs or whether it's getting in the car and driving or whatever, you need it. And I found that I'd written in and around the time of starting to do some of the open mics, I'd written about 10 songs, and I didn't even really know. I hadn't sat down and gone, right, I'm going to write a song now. It was just like, get a piece of paper, messing about, oh, that sounds all right.
That's the best.
And it all just sort of came out, and it helped me get through a period in my life, but it was reconnecting with music again was just like, it was brilliant.
It's really important, isn't it? And what about listening to music? So have you continued to listen to music like passionately, you know, getting albums and, you know, the whole way through? Have you kept that going?
All the time, yeah. I mean, what I haven't done particularly is necessarily keep up with the newer stuff, like you mentioned about rediscovering the 1975. Well, not massively. I've never. A lot of it doesn't really float my boat, I'll be honest. No.
Well, I'm similar, and that's why I got took by surprise by them a little bit. Because even now, today, I don't. That kind of almost like, because I was never a massive Prince fan. I get what Prince was doing, but there's elements that have got there's very sort of sexy, suave 80s kind of like. But I think what happened with the 1975 for me is I saw a couple of interviews with him, and I think coming back to what I was saying about simplicity or something real, something, you know, tangible, and I watched a couple of interviews with him, and it felt to me a bit like when we got into Guns N' Roses when we were kids, and Guns N' Roses were like a band that were like, obviously they're American, so there's that exotic and enigmatic nature of, you know, they're not from Burnage, you know, they're from fucking
from LA,
you know, and they fucking throwing whiskey bottles out of their rented van that they've just crashed into a wall and just left it there and gone and slept in the studio and wrote Sweet Child of Mine and fucking put eyeball heroin in, and just crazy. The 1975, I caught a couple of interviews, and then I went on a little YouTube rabbit hole that you go on these days, with Matty Healy especially, and I just got a real sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a proper artist, and I would put him in the bracket of kind of a Nick Cave, like almost insufferable. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Difficult character, yeah.
Yeah, because you're just so absorbed in the other that it's fucking almost out of reach, and it becomes like, come on, man. But I loved, again, coming back to everything now and applications and digital and fucking everything's automated. They seem like a real band. You know, they're producing everything themselves. They've been together since they were kids. And in this climate, they've become they're the biggest band in the world at the minute, I think. And their sound's kind of weird, but I watched a live thing, and he cares about the visual, the narrative of everything, like the lyrics, the style of everything, the narrative, the visuals, the way that they sort of space out every record there's a consistency now. They're up to record 4, I think. There's a 1975 intro on every one. It's just called the 1975, and it sets you. And I just loved it. Just felt whole, even though stylistically it's not really my thing. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think I wouldn't have said it is from your thing, but everything else you've just mentioned is in terms of it's not just music's important, it's the main thing, but everything else that goes with the band has got to be real. And I think you mentioned all those things about the style and the art and even to the point where, you know, the space between the songs. I remember you saying once that, you know, I was playing just some open chords or whatever, and you were like, actually no, play that again. What we'll do is we'll have a song here and then we'll have that can be an interlude between the next song, and you're not just thinking about the songs, you're thinking about the whole package and the visual. You know, we did, you know, the massive Live Riot thing which you got sorted, and the visual thing that you had, and the vision that you had is it's more than just most bands down from the street. Do you know what I mean? You thought bigger, and that's resonated with me in terms of what you were saying about the 1975 in terms of how they think.
I guess that is it, and I guess that's what you've probably just filled the blank in for me.